Hello and welcome back to Oddworld Munch's Odyssey. My name is Q, the guy on the left is Abe, the guy on the right is Munch, and we are inside Magog Motors.
After what you did to his slick security guys, the paranoid CEO is upgrading his own personal security. Now you gotta get to him somehow, but save those Mudakan scrubs in the process.
Alright. So, as you can tell, we are inside Magog Motors, which for some reason just has this big room full of nothing but a pillar, a lever, and some boxes. The boxes can be explained, maybe it's a storage room. Why they would be stacked leading up to an absurdly huge, well, maybe it's not a ventilation shaft. Who knows? But anyway, so if you watched the last episode, we took down a whole bunch of security with a bunch of mud archers. And now we are inside Magog Motors, and as the shaman said, the CEO is very worried because he did have quite a bit of security outside, and we flew? Let's go with flew. Sounds a lot better than breezed. We flew through them like nobody's business. And this level is absurd. And I will show you why. So that lever up there opens this door, which takes you up and then to the right, which lets you walk along what I'm about to show you. It's just more absurdity, and more Sobe, which I still haven't tried. But the Sobe is right here, not up ahead. Alrighty. So there's this big room with crazy gears that I have no idea what they do, and security up on pillars. And right across there is where that ramp takes you. And it takes you to this long walkway covered in mines and explosives and security. Why it's there? I have no idea. Well, I do have some idea. But I'll get to that in a minute because we have Aqua Bounce, which I don't think we've come across before. But if you can put two and two together, you know that it is Bounce for Munch. We've seen Bounce for Abe, but now there is Bounce for Munch, and it works really, really well and makes him jump a whole lot higher, letting him get up onto these pillars and zapping, allowing him to zap. Oh dear. The new enemies, which are named Big Bro Slags. Come on. There we go. So we have Big Bro Slags, which don't look much like Slags, but have mechanical legs for some reason. But they are a lot tougher than just your average everyday Slag, and some of them do have armor. There are two types of Big Bro Slags, those without armor and those with. I do believe that at one point in the game there is one Big Bro Slag without a gun, but typically they'll have guns. Yes, there is at least one part where there's one without a gun. But I can't remember if he can hit or not, but we'll find out when we get there. Wait a minute. I just realized something. So basically, let me show you this here. Yes. We'll leave these scrubs here because I want to show you this. Because it's really absurd. So you pull this lever, and Abe is going to die, so I have to make sure Munch is somewhere safe. Alright, Munch is good. So, the reason this is here, I believe... Okay, up in that vent, there's a way to get Abe over to the end. But Munch can't get up there. So you assume, oh, Munch has got to go this way. But there are enemies, and there's an armored big bro sled, and there are mines, and explosives, and it is ugly, and Abe can get over it pretty well, but Munch doesn't have a very good jump. So this would be really hard to maneuver Munch through. And honestly, that's the only reason that I can think that walkway is there, is to get Munch across. Because, as you're gonna see really soon, up in the vents where Abe can get up to, there's a way that gets you to the end. So Abe can get there, but you would think that Munch can't and would need to take that walkway. But he does not need to take the walkway of death, because Munch has Aqua Bounce. So, I just realized that I was clearing those enemies off the pillars so that someone would be able to use the walkway, and then I realized no one needs to use the walkway because Munch has Aqua Bounce, and he can just go over here, hop up, and I can't see, and that was really bad. Alright. Just scoot past the fence here, and this is where Munch needs to go. And as you can tell, there are no fuzzles. So there's really no reason for that walkway unless you want to be really hardcore and try and get everyone across it. Because now I'll show you the way that Abe can go. But as you noticed, hopefully, Munch just got some health from a health up vendo. And I don't want to go this way first, because that door over there is where I need to end up, but there are a few scrubs over this way. And also security. But anyway, there is health up, which does the exact same thing as Sobe. And the guns are so loud. But anyway, this is nice and easy. And I believe this is all the security. Yep. So I don't know why there is health up and Sobe, because they do the same thing. Maybe it was just to balance out the product placement, because it is product placement. The product placement of Sobe, that is.
Everybody listen.
I don't know, though. And I don't know where I can find out, so the world may never know. You just gotta love the scrubs in their fashionable striped outfits. But these poor scrubs, they're up on these ledges. Like, what's going on here? Are these scrubs on, like, timeout? Or were they, like, sent up here, like, alright, we really need to scrub these ledges? Maybe these black spots are here, because this whole thing was black. And so where the scrubs were scrubbing, they cleaned up all the blackness. And I just realized that Munch needs to pull this lever and get them out of here. So hopefully, I can avoid all the water mines. Because Munch needs Aqua Bounce to reach the lever. But those huge gears over there, they're just for style. You know, as much of this game is. And again, it doesn't make sense in... I don't know, those gears probably do something. Does it really matter? Oh, come on. Hopefully, if I hurry, I can pull this lever and get Munch back over to the end. Well, not the end, but basically the area that he needs to end up in before Aqua Bounce runs out. Yeah, got plenty of time. Alright. I wonder why spruce grows everywhere. Silly screensaver. It's off. I don't know why it keeps turning on. There's no screensaver set. And yet it keeps interrupting every single game. I just realized.
Just sit tight, be cool.
That I need one of these barrels. A barrel of death coming right up. Abe is either he's really strong, or these barrels are really light, or something. I don't know. Because
Hey, you jumped.
it just doesn't make sense if the barrel's heavy. Maybe Abe is just really
I'll be
strong.
back, don't you worry.
I wonder how heavy Abe is. But you gotta love this throwing mechanic. I could technically... Well, whatever. Forget technically. It doesn't matter. I could have Abe jump on the mines, because he can survive a hit from mines. And then just walk the scrubs over. That was close. Just walk the scrubs across before the mines come back, but... And there's health up right there, so I don't need to worry about Abe having low health. But it's too late now. It wouldn't be worth it. Or would it? Anyway, I like the... I'll show you in just a second the glukkon's little sanctum where he's tucked away. Got all the scrubs, and now... Oh, look at that beautiful golden halo. Anyway, the glukkon has... You are at the top of the world. Look how high up you are. But he's tucked himself away because we destroyed his... destroyed his security outside. And now we have destroyed his security inside. And he does not know what's about to happen. So his office is pretty fancy. He's got a nice setup here. Some computers that don't seem to be working. But he also has this floating thing. And these are in some glukkon's offices. And I don't know what they do. Maybe it's supposed to be a security camera, but it's definitely not a chance suppressor, because if it was, it would have zapped Abe's possession order. I don't know. That's your problem now. See ya. The scrubs are free, and we can end this level and end this episode. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and this is Q signing off.